Torch trap hard, hole one. The tee box, you're going to see these two dark dots. What you're going to want to do is get your ball to hug the left side of that right dot. Just like that. Almost as if the right side of the ball is touching the dot. The right pace, be in the hole. Worst case scenario, you're in this area for a 2. It is a par 2, so the only way to get points on it is to get a hole in 1.
When you're on golden feet, you don't need no memory. When you're on golden feet.
Torch trap hole 2. This one's got a few hole-in-one lines. I'm only going to show you my favorite one. But first, I'm going to show you what most people do. And that is to go for a safe 2. And hit it through this little canyon. And there you go. Clear for 2. Thing is, if you happen to miss to the right, still goes through. To the left, it won't. So there's room for error, as long as your room for error is to the right. I'm going to explain the hole-in-one line that I like on hole 2. You'll find this third rock. There's a dark dot right next to the beginning of it. You shoot your ball right through that, favoring the right side of the dot, kind of. See the rocks, it's this back rock, this back, and you can sit in. This is more repeatable than it looks. Torch trap hard, hole 3. This one's got a couple hole-in-one lines. I'm going to show you both, but I do prefer one over the other, which is this one. Mainly because, you know, if it doesn't go in the hole, it's still on the other side of that wall for a 2. So what I do to line up my shot is I look at this straight line at the back of the tee box. I try to straighten up my putter with it, and then I look to turn it. What that's going to do, that's going to get your ball as close as possible to the right side of this barrel without touching it, for example. It's going to hit that 45-degree board. It's going to hit a couple rocks. Best case scenario, it goes in. Worst case scenario, you got a 2. So make sure you give it some juice, play with the pace, because if you are too light, it'll bounce off that board on the green and out. One more time. Bam, bam. Thank you, man. Okay, as for that second hole-in-one line, I promise I'd show you. This is what it looks like. What you're going to want to do is locate this third rock, lift the tee box. That rock is going to have 2 faces. You want your ball to hit the beginning of the second face. Locate that Z-type line. Only problem is that I don't like this line, because if you mess it up, you are going to be in this area looking for a miracle bank off one of these rocks to get you to. Every once in a while, the mini golf gods like to reward you with a cool looking shot. While going for that second hole-in-one shot that I showed you, this happens. Everyone loves a good dunk every once in a while. It's awesome. Trap hard, hole 4. This one doesn't have a hole-in-one line, but that is okay. What you want to remember on this hole is right at night, meaning you're going to be aiming for the very right shoot on the night course. What it's going to do is it's going to funnel you down, and 9 times out of 10, it's going to put you right there. Maybe a little farther over. But I'll show you what to do when you land in this spot. When your ball lands in this spot, you're going to know because it's going to be between log 3 and log 4. You're going to aim for 6 pieces of wood over and get the double bank. Again, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give it some pace to get 2 banks. And that's what it's going to look like. First trap hard, hole 5. The goal on this one is to get the ball down by the hole-in-one and put it in for a 2. The way I like to do that is I go for the 6th board, it's the one sticking out. And I try to line my ball up, give a firm putt right at the corner, sticking out. So, what that does for you is it gives you a second, easier putt. Or 2. Okay, so this second way to get down there in 2 is courtesy of a good friend of mine, Oculus Prime. What you're going to want to do is you're going to hit it harder and it's going to bank one more time compared to the first shot I showed you. This is what it does. See, it gets through down there. You're going to aim towards the 4th board, kind of right at the beginning of it. You're going to remember, since it's banking one more time, you got to hit it harder. And that'll get you down for a straighter, closer putt compared to the one that I like to do. It puts you over here in the corner. Alright, there is a 3rd way to get your ball down so you can put it in for 2. I believe I learned this shot from a player called Pufferdo. Going to want to do is aim for this left rock. This front face, you're going to go all the way to the right, as right as you can. It's going to bounce you over or on this wood. If I would have hit it a little bit harder, I would have just cleared it and still rolled down. Similar to the first way I showed you. It puts you in this corner, and then you just got to put it from there for a 2. First trap hard, hole 6. It's another one you're probably not going to get a hole-in-one on. That's okay, because getting the 2 is still pretty hard. What I do You're gonna hug the left side of that bank just enough. Bank off a rock and line yourself up for a 2. Doesn't leave a very easy putt, but it is straight. Okay, so there is a stupid way to get this ball close to the hole. By hopping in the water, going in the water a little, and having it run out like that. It's fun to try, it's not very easy. But it does put you in a good place for a 2. Trap hard, hole 7. What you're going to want to do is most people lay up the shot right here for a straight line up the hole. But if you want to go for a more difficult shot to get an easier shot on the second line, what I'm going to do is aim for this rock right here. I'm going to wrap you around. Nice easy putt for 2. Again, that's this rock right here. I don't have any dot or line or anything to use, so I kind of just eyeball this one. I just remember that it's the rock right in front of this column, the post. But I will show you the easier way to do it. Safer way to do this hole. You're going to put it nice and soft, about right there. And that's going to give you a nice look at the hole. The thing about this drop off is you don't need to worry about it affecting your line at all. It's the pace that you need to get it to the hole is just going to hop right off, nice and straight. First, I'm going to show you how to do the hole safe way, and then I'll do the harder one. First, you want to give it a good putt over here. You do not want to go off. It is possible if you putt over here to stay on but still not have a line. And then get your putt for 2. Now that I've shown you the safe way to get a 2, I'm going to show you a more difficult way to get a possible 1, but usually a 2. What you want to do is you're going to hit the 8th rock right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and it happens to be by the torch. It's going to hit that rock. It's going to send it over to the wall, jump the fence, and then go towards the hole. The thing with this shot is you do not want to hit it very hard. If you hit it too hard, I'll show you what happens. It bounces right out. So just remember, mark 8, and you get a medium putt. Doesn't always go in the hole, but as you can see, it's going to be a lot easier second putt. Trap hard, hole 9. What most people do is they go for the 5th rock. Get it over. If you're lucky, you'll get a little kick out like that. If not, it's just going to be a longer putt. And then kick it in for a 2. What I like to do, just to help guarantee that my second putt's a lot shorter, I'm going to go for the 6th rock. A bit harder. What that does, as you can see, wraps it around and guarantees a second shorter putt. Trap hard, hole 10. What you're going to do here, you're going to hit it nice and hard over this decline. On its way down, it's going to hit this angle, keeping it low. It's going to wrap around, and you'll find yourself for a number 2. What you don't want to do is hit it too light, hit the green. So if you hit the green first, it's going to pop up, leave that wall, and it's going to shoot it out. Again, I'm going to hop that line, hit the wall first, keeps it low, shifts it around for an easy second putt. Okay, now that I've already shown you the safe way to get a 2, I'm going to show you the hole 1. What you're going to want to do is turn around the tee box. We're going to locate the 5th leg from the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, there's a very small target. Hit that leg. Perfect pace. And it's going to do some magic. Honestly, I don't recommend you doing this shot every time you play this hole. But let's say your game's already shot and you want to have some fun with some trick shots the rest of the game, why not try it? Or let's say you're playing doubles and your teammate's already over here for a save 2. Go for it. Trap hard, hole 11. Only really one way that I like to do this one is, even if I don't get the hole in 1, it ends up over there for a 2. I like to go between this smudge right here and this one right here. It's kind of hard to see. If you can't see those, just go a little bit right of center of this board. Just going to tap the wall over there, hit that back wall, kick it in. This time. Again. End up missing. You're still going to be over here somewhere for an easy 2. First strap hard, hole 12. Sadly, there's not much to this one. Can't get a hole in 1. I've seen it, but it's off a lucky bounce you get down here. You want to go for the 2 though. lightly knock it off the edge. Go down this right path. If you're extremely lucky, it'll go in the hole. But if not, then it's easy too. Some people like to hit it a little hard off this back wall. It still sends it down. Thing is, hit it just a little bit too hard. Probably looking at a 3 or a 4. Trap hard, hole 13. I'm going to show you the safe way of getting it around for the 2, and then I'll show you the hole 1. A lot of people have problems with this hole, and I used to until I started thinking of it a different way. Instead of thinking about it just trying to get it around, I started reimagining that instead of the cut being over there, it's about right here. Just aim for that. I want my ball to go through that spot on its way over, and hopefully it doesn't go in the water. Right through that spot, and safely over the other side. Line up for the 2. It in. Now that I've shown you the safe way to get a 2, this one's for you trick shotters for the hole in 1. What you're going to want to do is you're going to hit right here at the end of this rock. That's going to bring this angle. You're at the top of this part. Get you that arch. That'll bring you over here for a bounce on the green. Bounce off the house. And then back in. Again. Last rock on the left. Arch. House. In. Strap hard, hole 14. This is one of the holes where you get a hole in 1. If you miss the hole in 1, you're still going to get a 2. There's really only one way I play this hole. I like to get my line right here, and then my pace is going to be just over the tip of that rock. Going to do for you. It's going to give you a pretty good chance to get a hole in 1. And if you're just a little bit off, you're going to be pretty close to get a 2. One last time. Right over this first rock, this back wall, and he goes in. Trap hard, hole 15. So for this hole, there's 2 ways that I know of. get the ball in the hole in 2, and there's 2 ways to maneuver around to get some 3s. I'm going to start with the easiest. You're going to look at this dot right here, bring just right of it, put it just before it falls off. Next, you're going to hit this rock right here. It's going to ramp you over. Close on that one. And then you're left with a line for 3. Okay, another safe way to do this and get a 3 is you're going to cut this little curve as close as you can. So you keep coming, and then you want to clear this, get somewhere over here so that you can put it over and put it in. Something like this. One, 2, Alright, another way to do this, but to get it into 2, it's very similar to the first way I showed you. You're going to look at this dot, you're going to go right of it. Instead of stopping right before the sand, you're just going to go straight to the rock. Hit it with enough juice to get over. And this is the most common way that I see people attempting this hole. Just like that. Shoot you. Okay, last way that I know to get a 2. It's a little harder. What you're going to do is you're going to count up to 5, or just look for the dark one. You're going to go right between this dark one and the next one, and you're going to be hitting this rock over here. What that's going to do is it's going to bounce you up to hit this diamond shaped rock, and that's going to put you right here. This way is a lot less common, and I've gotten used to doing it, so I get it more often. But it is a fun shot, and if you're tired of messing this shot up on this hole, you should definitely give it a try. Trap hard, hole 16. This one's pretty straightforward, as in you hit the ball straight and forward the hole. There's a dot right here to use if you need it. Just go right over it. Right pace, and we'll go right in the hole. First trap hard, hole 17. This is another one of those similar to hole 14, whereas if you don't get the hole in 1, you're still going to get a 2. What I like to do is aim for this middle dark line about right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's about at the end of the 6th board. You can't really see that from the tee box. Just know it's before these 2 little things. I'm gonna hit it about right there, and that's your pace and line. you don't get the hole in one, don't sweat it. You're still probably going to be over here for it too.
Find the words to say all the things that come to you. Don't wanna feel it
Finally, torch trap hard, hole 18. As you can see, this hole consists of some sets of stairs. They want you to make your way down and eventually over by the hole cut it in. But if you use these first 3 sets of stairs, you are sick and need help. So everyone knows on torch trap hole 18, you're supposed to go backwards. Yep, that's right. I like to aim my ball right where this point is, where these lines are. You do it at the right pace, you'll find yourself hitting the green, bouncing down the steps, and hopefully not out for a quick and easy 2-putter. As you can tell, when I teleport to this hole, it tries to make me go the wrong way. So to fix that real quick, we go to settings, putter pad, and bare hands. Just gonna turn that bad boy on real quick. That way, if you expect to go out a few times on this hole, every time it's your turn, just teleport to the hole, and it's facing the right way. See if we can do this. And out it went. Teleport to the hole, facing the right way. Let's try this again. There we go, that's the little hop you want. Biggest tip I can tell you on this hole is to hold your grip to putt, because you never know what kind of weird bounce you're going to get to end up down here. Here too. Just don't forget, after you've done this hole, go into your settings, turn our hands off.